Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Ekamek. This is Let's Play Legends of Heroes Trails in the Sky. In the last episode, Cassius Bright went missing. Estelle, are you in there? Joshua? Dinner's ready. Just to let you know, we'll be having roasted basil chicken and onion soup gratin. That sounds so good. I'll come down later. Why don't you two go ahead and eat? Alright. Make sure to come down before your food gets cold. The Wheel of Fortune card. Again. Something really is going on. I just can't see what it is. Where's Estelle? She said to go ahead and eat without her. She didn't seem to have an appetite. I see. She took the news a lot better than I thought she would. It's not surprising she doesn't want to come out of her room, seeing how close she is with her father. I agree. So what do you think about all of this, Shira? Is it an accident or an incident? To be honest, I couldn't say either way. Your dad is a top-class bracer. When it comes to crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, if your father happens to be there, it'll be resolved. But the fact is, an airliner along with your father has gone missing. In other words, what you're trying to say is that things shouldn't have happened, right? Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be a stout wall of support and bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find out. And it sure smells good from down here. Can't stand it any longer. What? Estelle, are you okay? I'm so hungry I thought I was gonna pass out. This looks so good. Bon appetit! Aren't you two having any? This is great! The basil flavor really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua. Well, thanks. Come on, Shira, don't just sit there too. You want to drink some of my dad's brandy from his secret stash? Pretty sure there's a bottle of Steinrose that's about 20 years old in there. Did you say Steinrose? 20 years old too? Shira, what do you think you're doing? Sorry, Estelle, I'm going to have to pass this time. By the way, what were you doing up in your room? You didn't come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Huh? Alright, I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favorites because it was stuck in the stuff in the back of the drawers. Underwear? Oh, and a set of gear for travelling. I mean, who knows how long we'll be gone, so I figure as long as we're prepared, we'll have nothing to worry about. So what you're saying is, you intend to head to Bose to find your father? Well, duh, that's a no-brainer. Well, I can't imagine anything bad happened to him, despite his horrible luck. Waiting around just doesn't suit me, so I'm gonna go check things out for myself. You really are something else. Whether it's your positive attitude or thick skin, I can't say, but... You're so rude, Joshua. But you are coming along too, right? Of course. However, it looks like all airliner flights have been cancelled until the army finishes their search. Seems like the only way to get to Bose is on foot. Walk to Bose, huh? I wonder how long that's gonna take. For a bracer on foot, if they hurry, they can make it there in about half a day. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along too as well. Really? You'll come with us? Aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs? I trained under your father, right? Did you honestly think I'd just sit here when something happened to someone I owe so much to? I'm going to talk to Aina and I've passed my jobs at the guild to another member. Shira. We really appreciate this, Shira. You really shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this up to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say that, but you're probably right. Oh well, Since Shira's along for the ride now, I do feel a bit more confident. We appreciate you coming with us. Myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow morning before we leave. We'll need to explain the situation to Aina. Estelle's a lot stronger than people give her credit for. Chapter 1. Disappearance of the Linde. Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. I understand the situation now. To be frank though, with Scheherazade taking off after Cassius, I'm going to be really short-handed. Since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. I really appreciate this, Aina. Make good use of Ridge while we're gone. He should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload. Don't you think that's a bit harsh? Don't worry, if things get a bit too hectic, I'll ask for help from the Grancel branch. By the way, Scheherazade, can I get a minute? I'd like to talk with you about the job you were going to do. Sure, no problem. Estelle, Joshua, could I have you two wait upstairs? I'll be done in a minute. Understood. Shira? If we're going to be waiting, would you mind if we did it in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, then let's meet up in front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over there myself. Got it. Come on, Joshua. Sure. Septian Calendar 1075. Erected in partnership with the Liberal Royal Family, Septian Church, and Roland City. Septian Calendar 1192. Destroyed during the 100 Days' War when Roland was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Septian Calendar 1197. Rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Roland. Every time I see this clock tower, I always think, they sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. You can sure feel the spirit of Roland's people from this. Estelle? Joshua? What do you think about going up with me and waiting until Shira shows up? You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind. Okay, come on. The morning air is so refreshing. Hey Joshua, we can see the house from here. You're right, I see the roof. But you want to tell me what's going on since you've always avoided coming up here? I was under the impression you didn't like this place. I like this place, but I just can't casually come up here. Because this is the place where my mum died. Huh? 10 years ago, during the war, when the Imperial Army surrounded Roland, they bombarded the symbol of the city, the clock tower, to try and get the citizens to surrender. This was at the time Dad was fighting in the Royal Army. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed up the clock tower. When the bombardment started, I couldn't get away. When I came to, I hardly had a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. As I cried, she sang my favorite lullaby. But when they finally dug us free, after the war ended and this place had been rebuilt, I avoided coming here for the most part. It's not because I have painful memories of this place though. It's just when I come here, part of me wants me so much to draw on her strength. Plus I felt that I can't be strong like her if I'm always trying to rely on her. Still. But today is okay, right? Relying on her just this once? Asking her to bring Dad home safely? Asking her to protect him? Of course it is. Don't worry, Dad's safe for sure. Your mother's protecting him, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's safe. If If he happens to be in a bit of trouble, you can come to his rescue. Just like your mother did for you, you can do the same for your dad. Don't forget, I'm here to help you too. Joshua, I know I can't completely understand everything you've been through, but I can stay here by your side as I am now. If you need a shoulder to cry on, you've always got mine. So... Huh? Joshua, you're trying too hard. You shouldn't say things like that so lightly. What do you mean? If I were any other girl, I would have totally misinterpreted your intentions now. You are seriously the type who's going to have the problems with romantic relationships in the future. Already starting to get worried. Well, excuse me for trying to be nice. Why do you have to be like that when someone is genuinely worried about you? Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now. Guess as long as I get some kind of thanks, it was worth looking like a complete fool. You are totally unbelievable. Don't be so bad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. So how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Shira's waiting for us. Yeah, probably right. I finally realized why I wanted to become a bracer. So I could become strong and protect others, just like you. So please watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad home safe again. Aww, the two of you had such a cute scene going on up there. Why, my cheeks feel a bit hot just thinking about it. What's that supposed to mean? You were spying on us? Give me some credit, will you? I just happened to see you when I looked up to check the time. I wish I had an orbital camera to get a shot of that view. Come on. What are you trying to say, Shira? That's called family bonding, plain and simple. It's kind of like your habit of hugging everyone after your third bottle of wine. Let's not get into that. What's with the sigh? You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Whatever, did you say hi to Lena while you're up there? Yeah, I even asked her to watch over Dad. And I guess it looks like you're all set. You know, Lena's protection is equal to that of the goddess herself. But Dad's safety is pretty much guaranteed. I think you may be giving her a little too much credit. Now you mention it, you met Estelle's mother before, right, Shira? Yeah, when I was a child. Still in a troupe at the time. A troupe? Yeah, a troupe in a travelling circus. Shira was a dancer. Although it was a long time ago, we first met when she came to Roland with the circus. 12 years ago, I was 11, Estelle was 4. And because of that chance encounter, when I became a bracer, I trained under your father. I didn't know that. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime when I get the chance. Are you about ready to head out for Beauvais? With airliner flights cancelled, we'll just have to make our way to Beauvais the old-fashioned way, by foot. First, we need to make our way to the Verte Bridge checkpoint, which sits on the border of the Beauvais region. Verte Bridge is located at the west end of Milchmain Road. Looks like we're all set, so let's go. And, oh boy, we've got a lot in store for us. So first of all, I just want to check at the, I want to check here, because it's quite possible that... Oh. I thought you said you'd have a whip. What's with the baggage? Actually where Joshua and Estelle filled Elga in on the details. Cassia says, what? That's why I headed to Beauvais? Of all people, I can't imagine anything happened to him. Yeah, I'm under the same impression. Which is why we're off to Beauvais to check on things. Just sitting around would hardly make us feel better. Understandable, that's just like you kids too. Well, with Scheherazade tagging along, I guess there's nothing to be worried about. Good luck and be careful out there. We will. Alright then, and... I think that there might be something new here. Yeah, the Liberal News issue 2. And what do you have to say? That's an awful lot of baggage you have. Off on vacation, are you? Where are you headed? Well, it's no pleasure trip, but we're headed to Bose for a bit. Bose, did you say? Well, the airlines have been grounded. Don't tell me you're planning to foot it the whole way. That's right, we are. We've been told the trip is totally doable. It's true, it's not so far, but it's not that close either. Must be tough being a bracer. Are all your preparations in order? To take care of yourselves. And let's just check to see if the Orbital factory has something. Nope, everything is still the same. But now the most important thing to stop at. Side quests. Short-term letter carrier. I'm looking for someone to deliver a personal letter to a colleague of mine in Bose. Please come see me at Roland Chapel for details. Actually, wait, I'd like to know what you have to say. Estelle, Joshua, are you really headed to Bose? I should have guessed that you'd know. You're always one of the first to hear everything. There's something we need to check on, that's why we're headed there. Not only is Cassius gone, but now you two are leaving? I want to tag along. Joshua, take me with you! I don't think that would be a good idea. I'm concerned about other incidents happening. I get so worried. Oh, I'm sorry, little girl. Yes, we want the church. Well, good morning, everyone. Are you going on a journey somewhere? Yeah, just over to Bose. Is that so? Then in that case, could I ask a favour of you? I wanted to send Father Holston a letter, but the airliners are grounded. So how about this? Can I get you to deliver this letter while you're there in Bose? Sure, we'll do it. Shouldn't be a problem since the letter's not that big to begin with. Watch it turn out that he's somehow got a giant letter. I really appreciate this. Alright then, here you are. Father Divine's letter. All we need to do is give the letter to Father Holston in Bose, right? Yes, the chapel is on the east side of Bose City, so it should be fairly easy to locate. Travelling around other regions and broadening your mind is food for the mind. Broadening your knowledge is food for the mind, sorry. I pray that the goddess will guide you on your journey. And there's one more thing to do before we leave. Sorry, I just keep glancing over for quick guideposts, or I keep glancing over at the guide just in case. Yesterday I saw something flying away from the south. It was too big to be a bird, so it makes me wonder what it is. These old eyes could have been playing tricks on me though. You're still eating. That reminds me, I saw the boss here in town. Better be careful so he doesn't catch me ditching work. So something new added to the recipe, huh? That should be all of it. So now we finally get to set off to Bose. That is quite the walk, actually. I have to wonder, is the would the shining pom still be there? It'd be quite nice if it was. But given that it says specifically that the shining pom, you have to defeat a shining pom for every chapter, I almost feel like, nah, they're going to have different positions every time. I'm just going to give myself just a tiny bit of a tweak up in the CP department. Because while it is nice to get a CP Sepa stealing turn on them, it's also nice to actually kill them. Firebolt. fireball.
Oh, are we done already?
Yes, we are done already. Shira is such a red flag, but at least she's sticking around. Her third party member is very handy.
Seems you came up short.
Yeah, sleazy indeed. I'm not saying I dislike her, I'm just raising an eyebrow just a little bit. Oh! Good job, Joshua. And now, if there isn't a shining palm, I'm not going to do the usual back and forth I go through. Oh. Oh dear. Well, at least they're hitting the person who doesn't care in the least, right? Well, that didn't matter in the least. Sure, fire is always important. It's a shame he didn't drop any. Okay, stopping right here. Collector's checkpoint. Preparing to leave Roland. We want 3 books. Libel News Issue 1. We have that. Libel News Issue 2. Alright, that'll be important for the end slate, but Carnelia, Chapter 1, and it's this weird story. 3 types of armor. Armor. Leather vest, hide jumpsuit, and armor vest. Yeah, that's what it's listed here. 6 weapons. So, the Viper, the Kunai, the Ten Staff, but then the things that we also have here are the Birch Staff, the Pile Rod, and the Twin Dirks. Recipes. Wholesome Passer, Flowery Soda, Milk Crepe, Vegetable Sandwich, Drill Meatball, French Fries, Carmine Eye, Maple Cookie, Potluck in a Shell. Okay, Milk Crepe is here. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to use those for my own convenience, but yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the meal that we want. Quartz. Okay, this is gonna get a bit messy. Defense 1, actually, Defense 1, HP 1, Attack 1, Evade 1, Impede 1, Yeah, impede 1. Impede 2. Shield 1. Action 1. Blind. Cast 1. Eagle Eye. EP cut 1. EP 1. Hit 1. And information. Right, so, and then we got the achievement, why is my present a boy? So that is actually an actual checkpoint. We've gotten everything we need. And while I remember to, I'm just gonna do a bit of cooking, but yeah, we've got our quest. Now to take it by the horns. Well, that's interesting. Oh well. Okay, time to cross the checkpoint. Hello there, are you headed for Bose? We are, but how did you know we weren't just visiting again? Well, a number of people like yourselves have been passing through lately. Exponentially more than usual. Is that because flights have been suspended in airspace over Bose? That's exactly what happened. You wouldn't believe how busy this place has been because of it. Well, the Royal Army is responsible for all the restricted flights, so you're really not in a position to complain. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. Another thing, traffic through this checkpoint is also being regulated. If you want to go through here, you have to get a pass from the Chief Warrant Officer next door. Okay? Well, there we go then. We've got to get a pass. And since we helped you with training, you can hardly say no to us, can you? Well, if it isn't Estelle, and Joshua too. Hello, Mr. Ashton. This is Sherazade, if I remember correctly, right? Good afternoon, sir. We'd like to cross over into the Bose region, so we were wondering about getting a pass. Let me guess, this is something to do with the Linde, doesn't it? Yeah. Estelle explains that Cassius was aboard the missing airliner. Goodness, Cassius was aboard? This is major. I'll show you a pass right away. Receive gate pass. Thank you, sir. Is it alright if you just issue a pass like this? What are you talking about? I know you kids by face. As a member of the Royal Army, I should do my best to cooperate with the Bracer Guild. One other thing. Huh? Be careful if you have any errands at the Hacken Gate north of here. You might want to hide your identities as bracers there. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I can't say any more about the matter. But if you do intend to investigate the incident, please do with discretion. I pray to Adios for Cassius' safe return. Well, that's an interesting plot development. Somewhere that bracers aren't quite well. Alright, we got one. Handed over gate pass. That was quick. Okay then, how about I can open the gate for you? The soldier opened the gate by remote control. Wait. Oh dear. Once you cross over, you won't be able to come back unless you get a pass from the other side. Please be aware of that before you cross. Got it? I just read this thing here that says, leave the city towards your destination. Speak with everyone before crossing. Oh dear. There's a book. Since joining the army, this is the first time I've ever been so busy in my life. This is no time to be fishing or reading books. Just bought this book, but I'll give it to you. The chief would be livid if he caught me with this. Oh! Well, silly me. It just said here, to get Carnelia Chapter 2, you absolutely have to talk with everybody. There is another way to obtain that item, but this is the only time that this will be a thing. You can only get these Carnelia books. You can get them from other places, but only these two apparently. You will not need to explore anywhere off-road before reaching the city, but keep an eye on the... Okay then. I'm gonna call it here. I mean, this looks too much of a checkpoint not to call it here. So next time on Let's Play Legends of Heroes Trails in the Sky, we go out to save Cassius. Until then guys, take care. I'll see you all around.